is going on? This is amazing, honestly.
It's great, isn't it?
This is amazing. Look how many people are here.
Yeah.
We have to hop the biggest fence in the world. Not there. How many people?
Look at that.
Jeez. It's like a swing.
Yeah.
Beam.
Now we just wait.
I say we climb the fence.
You think so?
We can go through it.
Do you want to get a program somewhere?
No.
Hey? No?
No, can we go through it, please?
Yeah, come on, I'll follow you.
You can go through now.
Can you?
Yeah, you can go through.
What do you want to do?
Should we go through? I don't know how. Do you go through? Which one do you want to go through?
You choose. Come on, I'm following you.
I'm going for number 9, why not?
Go on then. Hello, 2 tickets there.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Who's going to win? All right, yeah. All right, where do you want to go? Right, do you want to go and sit down? I'll follow you then, because you know where you're going. Hey, hi, and I'm here at the Argyle Stadium, and they're about to play, Plymouth Argyle, my local team, are about to play Liverpool. So it's going to be an epic match, and we are so excited about this today. We can't wait. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and today I've got something special for you. Today was the Plymouth Argyle, which is my home team. They were playing a match against Liverpool United Football Club. Now, Liverpool United, you may or may not be aware of, are the number 1 team in the UK and across the planet. They are the top of the Premiership, and they are an excellent club. Very difficult to beat. My home team really were the underdogs in this match today. Everybody had placed on social media the fact that Plymouth Argyle were going to lose, and I did see some reports that people thought they were going to lose about 10-0. Now, of recent months, my home team haven't played excellently, shall we say, but they fought all the way through. And this is a story really about David and Goliath. Like I say, I recently saw a post on my Instagram feed where somebody was really having a go at Plymouth Argyle, saying they don't stand a chance. And at the time, I posted a comment, which I'll put on here, and I said that there is something called David and Goliath, where sometimes David will win against the Goliath that is Liverpool. I was convinced that we would have a goal at least, but the match that unfolded turned out to be an incredible football match to watch. So why was it incredible then? Well, clearly the team had learned some lessons from the past few weeks. But this really is a story about the underdog. This really is a story about a team who have struggled and have tried to get to their feet over the last few months. They have had to deal with the change in coaches and management, and the team itself have needed to gel. Now, everybody's expectation was rather low when the game kicked off. But what I would say is that the hope was in everybody's hearts who support Plymouth Argyle. The hope that this little team could really give an upset in the football match that was about to take place. And it was obvious almost right from the get-go that the Plymouth Argyle team were very strong and very cohesive and very structured in the way that they were playing a game. It's something that, as a fan, I hadn't seen for quite a while. Now, I'd gone to this game with my son, who had high hopes in his heart. Never, ever could we dream of this final outcome. But it really does show the determination of people against all odds, that if you have something that you really want to accomplish and do, then you really must. You have to. You have to give it your all, because in giving it your all, you might just win. And that was the feeling that I got from the team here today. They arrived at the stadium, and when they came out on the pitch, they clearly were very much gelled together. everybody at the stadium here they had heavy hearts, because the fear and the trepidation of what the result would be could be very, very damaging. Liverpool are at the top of the pile because they are an excellent team. So for Plymouth Argyle to come up against them, it really meant something to the fans. Now, my son has been an ardent fan of Plymouth Argyle for many, many years. In fact, I took him to his first ever Plymouth Argyle football game, and we've done away matches and all sorts. So this really meant something, because on his bucket list was the fact that he wanted to see a Premiership team like Liverpool play live. And of course, watching them live, well, he managed to do that today. And by the way, we managed to get tickets last minute after posting a post on Instagram, and somebody very kindly saying they had 2 tickets. So in all, but we weren't really supposed to be at the game, so luck had favoured us with 2 tickets. So a very special thanks to Rob for that. And when we took our seats, the excitement was palpable. It was just full of energy and full of joy. People were so in anticipation of what this game could yield. And as you could see, the weather was with us. That's our Argyle team warming up, getting ready for the battle. And they just appeared very, very fit and very, very able to connect with each other and perform on the day. I actually had a seat next to this old gentleman and his friend. And dare I say it, when the final whistle blew, he had tears in his eyes. It was a very, very special game for many, many people. This kind of event doesn't come round very often, when you have such a team who are so good that you know that the risk of losing is very high. But I always had faith. I always believed in Argyle. When I actually came through the turnstiles, I joked with a guy behind the counter, if you like, who's going to win. And he reticently said Argyle. But you just know in their hearts there was that maybe disbelief that may not happen. So when we continued on to the game, it was fraught with drama. There was lots of it there. We were on the edge of our seat, even to the point where there was 9 minutes added time, injury time as they call it, to the game, which made the tension even more palpable. It was scary. Everybody knew it, and that extra 9 minutes meant a lot. And there were lots of shots going towards the Plymouth Argyle goal, but the player of the match, or 2 players I would say, was the goalkeeper, Connor Hazard. He was absolutely stunning as the goalkeeper, batting off ball after ball, hit after hit from the opposing team, Liverpool. And of course it came down to a penalty with Ryan Hardy, who is a great member of Plymouth Argyle, and he took the penalty, and obviously the crowd erupted when he scored that goal. It was absolutely stunning. And the climax of this story is right after the game. It's a very human story. My son was so made up. It was an incredible event. And when I was driving him home, we were just really reveling in the fact that we'd seen such a magical event together. And obviously, in the short drive back to his mum's, I took him back to his mum's house, and there he gave me a hug and he said, "I love you, Dad." And I said, "I love you too, son." And he walked towards the door and he went inside. And as I walked away, I reached into my pocket and realised I had the Plymouth Argyle tickets still in my pocket. Now, he said to me earlier in the day he wanted to frame them. So I went back up to his mother's door, rang the doorbell and posted the tickets through the letterbox. He ran downstairs. In fact, dare I say, he flew down. He picked up the tickets, he opened the door and he shouted, "Dad." I stopped because I was about 100 yards away. I looked at him and he said, "I love you, Dad." And that just filled me up. I said, "I love you too, son, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time." And I then walked back to my car, sat inside, and it was just such an emotional day. My son is incredibly passionate about football or soccer, if you're watching this from around the world. It's an incredible, passionate game that can bring an awful lot of people together in so many ways. So I'm very lucky that I shared this today with my son, and my son shared this with me. The stadium, by the way, the roof came off. it was incredible when the final whistle was blown. The relief on everybody's faces, and to know that we'd actually beaten the best team in the world was palpable. You could taste it, and people weren't just walking out of that stadium, they were floating out. It was stunning, to say the least. So I'm grateful that I had this experience. Moreover, I'm grateful that I had the experience with my beautiful son, who's only 10 and who is so passionate about football. And to see his face during this win, it truly, truly meant so much. As you're looking at there, that's the crowd basically cheering on Plymouth Argyle and really having such a wonderful time, having won the match. That's it. The match was over. And there's my son just feeling so proud of his home team. It's incredible, really, how much a game can bring people together. And, of course, I've got the shared experience with him. And it's just lovely to know that when we go to this kind of match and we have the shared experience, it's memories that we're creating. I've got to tell you very quickly, when I had the tickets for the game, he had them in his hand and he even slept with the tickets. So that's how much football means to my son. And that's probably about it. So thank you so much, as always, for subscribing and liking. I know this is a different vlog today, but I just had to share this with you. It was a very emotional, very emotive day in many ways. And we were very lucky to have gone to this incredible football match. Like I say, we didn't have tickets and we only got them at the very last minute. And it was pure luck that we were even at the stadium. There were no available tickets. So God was truly looking down on us and giving us the ability to be able to watch such a fantastic game. And of course, match that with the fact that our home team had beaten the best team on the planet. That just doesn't happen. And the pride we felt walking out, it was just so special. And my son will never forget that as long as he lives. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, a subscribe will be awesome. I'll be back tomorrow with something completely different. See you tomorrow. Bye now.